She was born on the 20th of June. We're not going to say the year because if we talk about the year, women don't actually like that. She is a mother, she is a sister, she's also a daughter. She has been through quite a number of things, right?
Yes.
She is a commander, she is a soldier. She
is a boss lady.
She has been in a lot of places. If you ask her to facilitate any session, she will do it with aplomb. She will pass with flying colors.
We got you. So she's smart.
Now, you see, with all of those things that we've mentioned, right?
Yes.
The most interesting thing is that she can be any of that, right? She can be mean if she wants to, but she doesn't choose to be mean. But the interesting thing is that talking to her, she just sounds like your next door neighbor type of a person.
Yeah, friendly, very friendly. She has this "I welcome you" type of spirit.
And then she's a Gemini, right?
Yeah, they have that "I welcome you" type of spirit.
But let's talk about her smile first before we even talk to her. What was that smile practiced? I mean, she's smiling like as if she went into the mirror first and prepared herself like she's gonna win an award or something.
I don't think it was practiced and no plan.
It's natural.
I think it came like that. But then now the way she's smiling for the second time, maybe.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
So this was
the first smile was fine. You see, now we're turning her into a mean girl. If people could see the facial expressions we're getting, we have her as a mean girl right now.
Hello, Farei.
Hi, Mr. Stan.
How are you?
I'm blessed. How are you?
We are blessed. We're not copying you because we're gonna add that we are highly favored.
Yeah.
I'm also highly favored. I wanted to say that.
That was a copy.
So you're
that was a copy. And the pasting.
Yes. And what did you say? Oh, I was also going to, but we said it first.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I'm blessed and highly favored.
Oh.
So there's a pause. You need to pause when you say I'm blessed and highly favored.
You see, when you speak to writers, right? Sometimes they forget that they're not writing.
Because we just got told
because
how
they
to
pause.
We got taught how to pause while speaking. So I'm just thinking of a situation, Mr. Stan. We have 10 seconds to talk, and you are strapped, and they're telling you the bomb is going to explode in the next 10 seconds. We were taught to pause. There's no time to pause in such situations, but for us to understand the sentence. We've been told to. In other words, we copied her. That's what you're trying to say.
Exactly. So we are welcome to Second to None here at VMC Planet Radio. The show is called Second to None.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
You know, there's no other show like this, right?
So I had.
Now I think now you'll be
part of it.
You'll be part of it.
You'll witness it.
I'm part of it. I'm part of it.
Already.
Yeah.
You see, I think she's a good guest.
Is it mandatory that when we talk to our guest, they can have a glass of brandy in front of them and with a bottle of water?
Well, normally water, yes.
Yeah. What do you think is in the glass? Does it look like water?
I'm not sure as well.
It's something, J. Something.
J. No, guys, she's having a J. Right? So it's fine. She's having a J right now. It's fine.
No. Tell us, who's Farei?
Farei is a lot of things. Farei, okay, it's a girl, or rather a woman born in Limpopo, Thohoyandou Unit C. I've got a lot of siblings. You will not believe if I mention them now.
You can tell us the number, don't mention the names.
I'm saying the number itself. It will shock you because we are from the same family. I've got 18 other siblings except me, which means we are 19.
And your number?
And oh God, I will have to count. I think I'm number 13 somewhere there, or 12. I'm not sure.
So you know what is the interesting thing, right? Sorry to interject, right? Because you mentioned the number 13. Were you born on Friday?
I think it was Sunday.
Oh, no, it's fine. We are also safe.
Yeah.
I think it was a Sunday.
Okay.
So my mom said.
Okay.
But from my mother's side, we are 7.
Okay.
And I'm number 4. And I'm the only girl between 6 boys, which means I'm Makati. They call me Makati.
Oh, okay.
Because, yeah.
So you are coming from a polygamy setup.
Yes, I was about to say that. The other siblings are from the other 2 wives. So my dad had 3 wives. So it's no more, but the 3 wives are still staying in the same yard. Yeah, we grew up like that with 3 mothers and 1 father.
Which in some way can be a blessing and it can also be a curse. And when you have a situation such as yours, where you've got a lot of people in the household, sometimes it becomes very fun in the family.
I can say I grew up happy simply because we were a lot. So the curse part, I cannot relate. The blessed part, yes, because with us, we were growing up like we are just a year apart or a few months apart. So we grew up like we are like fingers. We don't have that.
Just small spaces.
Small spaces. You follow each other like that.
Yes.
You follow each other like that.
So we grew up so happy, always playing, forgetting all the troubles because we would always have each other's back.
And then your mother is wife number
2.
Wife number 2.
Yes.
Oh, okay. And you see, and she said she's also in the middle, so she is Makadzi, and
yes, so
you know that is the one of the responsibility that she's taking with both hands.
Yeah, she's carrying the crown right now.
Yes, I am. I'm proud to be a Makadzi. Yes.
All right. And then, so you grew up in Unit C in Toyando, right?
Yes.
And then, how was it like, growing in Unit C, especially, let's start by primary days.
Primary level. It was not a difficult, how can I put it? It was not that difficult simply because of the setup of the family. Going to primary, we would walk to school. It was just maybe 2 to 3 kilometers. So we would walk to school and it would be a lot of us walking to school. And when we come back, we do our homeworks and we do those funny things. We used to play a lot. So primary level was not difficult for me.
Were you a difficult child?
Not really.
That's the time. She was.
Okay. We are ticking the box. Okay, it's fine.
I wasn't. I was not.
No. We're not saying you were.
No.
We're just saying we're just ticking a box and we acknowledge it.
I can't say I was difficult. I was just a hyper child. Yeah.
Okay,
so aggressive.
We knew that, right?
No, hyper we knew.
We knew, yes. Okay.
Oh, you knew?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why we're ticking the boxes.
Full of energy.
Yes, I was that aggressive child, happy child, without any troubles. I was so active.
Yeah, okay, we didn't know about aggressive, but
I was aggressive.
Oh,
I was
okay.
not fighting anyone, but just this aggressive.
So now you know the interesting thing, right? You remember when we were asking people that knows her, right?
Yes.
About it, and they say, those games that they used to play. They say, "Hey, Avhafarei, she used to rob other kids." She was not playing friends. She was not
Which
playing
games?
You remember?
Now we're not gonna say. Okay.
I was fair. I was so fair.
Till you win.
Yes, I was.
You were fair so you could win.
I would do anything to win.
So you see?
Yeah.
She did rob them. She did.
Yeah. And then, and okay, but which was your favorite game?
Node. You see, when it comes to Node, I was number 1.
You see?
Yeah.
They used to say, that's what they told us, remember?
Yeah, you're too much.
So if we are 4 and I'm number 1, the other 3 they can forget because I'm gonna finish all those, what do you call them? The little stones. Yeah, I'm gonna finish all of them. So I was very good at that. I'm still good. If you can draw that second year and we play.
There's another game we're going to talk about, né? But we're not going to talk about it now.
Okay.
Right? But we are going to talk about that particular game. Interesting.
I don't rob people. I've got few games that I would play with, but with the boys.
You know. There's a game called Dubeke, right? And then and then open, you know.
Yeah, all those games.
You know,
Yes.
she was not playing fair.
I was. I tried.
Thank you.
Okay.
I tried.
So let's go to secondary now.
Secondary level. Secondary level, when you grow as a girl, that's where things happen and you develop things. So sometimes we will be naughty and we will try to be smart. That led me to trying to understand myself more because I could realize that, a person is growing up. So I somehow withdrew from other people and I became this child who would be like on my own most of the time, simply because I could see things that I was not used to. The stages of people when they grow, especially girls, yes. You grow your breast and you go to, what do you call that, the stage of a menstrual stage. So you become scared of other kids and you'll be like, maybe I shouldn't be with other kids because of this. So secondary level, that's where things started to happen.
So talking about the periods, right?
Yes.
In those days, is it called sanitary pads? Were they there?
Yes, sanitary pads. They were there.
Okay.
It's just that it was that period whereby you are even shy to go and buy them.
How?
They were there. Yes, we used to be shy until my sister came to me and said, you shouldn't be shy about this. You should go to the shops and buy them yourself. Because I used to ask them to go and buy for me. So she said, no, you don't need to be shy. This is normal, people knows this. But trust you me, there was a stage whereby I could be shy to such a point whereby I will not have them when it's that time. And I will be using clothes, like changing clothes and washing them, simply because I don't want to tell anyone, especially during the first few months.
In fact, what you're talking about is a very interesting topic, because these are the topics that people are very shy to actually talk about. And for you to be talking about it now, it might be assisting, some children that might be listening. Now, what is it that you experienced that made you shy, and which you can be able to advise other people against?
It's a matter of, during our time, they didn't teach us these things at school. So for us, it came as a shock. You are surprised, oh my word, I'm bleeding. And when you realize that you're bleeding, you just can't go to anyone and tell them that you're bleeding. You feel guilty as if it's your fault. So with my first periods, I had to run home. I was at school. So I ran away from school and I ran home. I found my sister, and then she just saw on my face, and I was trying to hide it. And then she sat me down and she gave me, and then she taught me how to put a pad. She taught me those things. So nowadays it's easier because people go around teaching school kids these things. Yeah, with us it was a bit difficult. However, we still have those kids who don't have the information. They don't have somebody to talk to them about their periods. To a point whereby if they go on their periods, you just find they are just bloody and they're dirty, simply because they are not buying pads. Nobody is teaching them.
Maybe last thing on the topic. I don't want it to turn into a period topic, right?
Yes.
It's already one.
It shouldn't be too bloody. Yes. You know, he's got words. Okay. Tell me, what is the reason that made you to actually run?
To run away.
Yeah, to run away when you noticed for the first time. Was it because you did not know about it, or somebody did tell you, but when it came, it was a shock?
It came as a shock because I never realized that it was. I think I was 13. Yeah, I was 13. So to me, when it came, it was like, no, it's still early. But I will see some other school kids with their pets and stuff like that. But to me, it never appeared to me like it will happen at that age. So that is why I got so scared when I see blood coming, and I was like, no, it can't be. It can't be. Maybe something is wrong. Maybe something in my body is not right. That's why I ran away. I didn't even tell the teachers. I just ran away. I just took my school bag and went home.
So let's talk about after matric now.
Tertiary level.
Tertiary level. That was when. Okay, I won't mention the year.
Yes.
But tertiary level.
Okay, I already know the year. Don't do that.
I had this smooth tertiary level simply because I don't know, when they say a supplementary exam, I didn't know that. I never encountered a supplementary exam, or up until I went to UNISA, by the way. But my tertiary level was just smooth. I went there and then I just passed my modules like until I'm done.
It was like as easy as ABC.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I can't say it was easy. It was just I just could manage. I just could manage.
So you are an author, right?
I'm an author.
And
if I want.
No, you are an author and a published author. This is irrespective of whether you want or not.
These are facts.
These are facts. You know, you have been published, you are an author, but we just want to give you a bit of a break right now, right? Because I can see your head is now like spinning. And then after that, we're just gonna play you a very, very nice song by an artist. He was here. His name is Default. He's talking about writer's thoughts.
Writer's thoughts, like guys, if you want to hear more of Default, just look for his EP. He dropped it. It's known as Project 1 of 1.
Oh, okay.
That's beautiful.
That's it. How many songs does it have?
5 songs. Writer's thoughts, writer's block. Like each and every song has the word writers before.
Oh, okay. I wonder the reason behind.
Yeah. I think you wanted to talk how a writer feels.
Now, how does a writer feel?
Yes.
A writer feels good.
Do you feel good before you write, or you feel good after you've written?
You feel good after you have written, because before you write, you become stressed and your thoughts are just battling with your, I don't know, with your mind. You're just battling with your mind. But after you have written something down, you feel good when you read and you realize that, wow, this is brilliant. You feel good about yourself.
We've got different types of writers, right?
Yes.
There are those that have a dream about certain subject that they want to talk about or character, and it doesn't give them sleep. Once they can dream about it, we're saying this because we have interviewed other authors, right? And then there are those that write because they tell themselves they want to write without having like any subject, any topic. They just go write down. There's an author who told us that she just write words, and then she will give the title afterwards. And then what is your process?
Okay, well, I'm so fortunate to be both. Sometimes I just, according to me, it's better to write and then title your book after. However, I also have this thing whereby I'm given a title, not in my dreams, but it will be like daydreaming like, but the title will just come and then I know I must write something about that title. But with my recent book, I just wrote it, and then after writing it, I gave it a title. I didn't give it a title before.
Okay. Now, I don't know which one is the recent book, but the book
we on Rock of Ages.
But the one that I know is Rock of Ages, right?
The one and only.
Yeah. Okay. Rock of Ages. Now, me and Vision, right? We looked at the title, and then we explored, like different meanings of Rock of Ages. We thought maybe it is biblical, right? And then we thought, but if you're talking about a rock, and then we went and we were trying to find out what is a rock. We Googled, we even asked Daddy Yose, what is a rock? And then Daddy Yose said, "Mara what you need, no mutu bala na manche kati kweza." And then he says, because I'm so old, I'm sure she was not writing about me.
Yes, definitely. No, definitely.
Yeah.
And they also looked at it in a political way.
Yeah.
Maybe in a feminine political way as well. I mean, the Rock of Ages.
So Rock of Ages. You see, when we looked at it, right, we find that you might have looked at the fact, maybe looked at it biblically, or the fact that it is an unfailing source of strength or energy, right? But biblically, because we have to look all over, right?
Yes.
I don't know if you read the Bible. If you don't read or you don't have a Bible, I can borrow you mine up until you buy yours, right? So we looked at Isaiah 26 verse 4. Do you know what it says about Rock of Ages? It described it as an everlasting strength.
Yes.
That is Isaiah. So has it got anything to do with religious?
Rock of Ages, the title of that book is, I actually took two things and intertwined them. It is biblical, and also it's generally speaking about people being strong. Biblical way, Rock of Ages, we all know it is described as Jesus Christ, the chief cornerstone. So I put some meanings there of Jesus Christ himself, for people to depend on him. And also generally talking about us, human beings, being strong, like a rock, an everlasting rock. When you say a Rock of Ages, it's an everlasting rock. Yeah, you need to be strong. So I'm just explaining the meaning, the true meanings. Yes.
And then I like the fact that you use the word must. You must remember, on second to none, words are very important.
The most important thing ever.
Oh yeah.
So you see, because the word must is an order. It is an instruction, and we understand, the fraternity that you're coming from. You need to obey an order.
You are told.
Yeah.
So now you see, I was looking at Rock of Ages, right? And there's a publication that has featured you. Do you want to tell us about it?
A publication?
Yeah, there's a publication that your book has been featured.
Which is?
It's a military publication, right? And if I have to quote, right, they described it as a star, right? They described it as a gem.
Yes.
That is already polished and shining. And then they even urge people to look out for her because there's no stopping her.
Yeah, a Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages.
Are we talking about that publication?
Yeah. You see, because there's a lot of publication, but I was being specific. Yeah.
Yes, that's why I wanted to find out which one. Oh, the military one. Yes. There is a publication, and they did highlight people to look out for me, simply because they know me from the other side. Because I will have to say this, although it's not related to the question. Somebody that I work with, I think it was Thursday, he said to me, "Who are you?" Like, he knows me. He was like, "Who are you?" I was like, "What do you mean, who am I?" He said, "No, after reading the article and looking at you and seeing you on Facebook," I have to say this, seeing you on Facebook, "I see two different people." I'm like, "How? It's me, you know me very well." He called me by my rank. He said, "Yeah,
Commander.
we're two different people." So I asked him why. He said, "If a person looks at you now in uniform and look at you outside uniform, you are actually a different person. But both characters, they're still good." So when it comes to military, I become a commander. I have to be a commander.
Hence the word must.
Yeah, I know.
I become a commander. And outside military, I become Farei, the author. So I don't know what we must talk about based on the publication.
We talk about both. The reason why I'm asking is that there's quite a number of accolades that they gave you, right? In that publication.
Yes.
And I like the fact that they actually acknowledged your writing skills as well.
Yes.
And you know, me and Vision, we were talking about it because we read that publication like 3 or 4 times. Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we were talking about it, and we were saying the way in which it is written, it looks like you're gonna be in the editorial team soon.
I'm hoping to be there. However, my current post doesn't really. I don't think I will go there anytime soon, unless I have to let go of what I'm doing currently at my workplace. Because if I go there, I will solely be working with communication, specifically with communication. I leave the rest. So where I am now, it's still hectic for me to go to the editorial team. However, in few years' time, maybe, when I want to deal with media and communication and only interviews, then I will go there in few years' time.
No number given. Just in a few years' time.
In few years' time. I'm just
the number could start from 2 years.
It can start from even
It could. Not that it will.
Let's give it 3. 3 years going forward.
Yes. You see, you can hear the command in here. Let's give it.
You see. So would you say you got multi-personality or different personalities?
Judging by how people describe me, I think I have. Although I don't really recognize that, but I think I have. Because at the workplace, I have to be a soldier, a commander. Outside, I have to be a daughter, a sister,
and a mother, and
a
neighbor.
Yes.
Best
So
friend, you know.
I do have different.
Now, you know, apart from all of those things that you mentioned, right? You are a very nice person with a very good spirit, right? But when we read your star sign, right? We'll explore more about that. Now, Rock of Ages, right? Somehow when you read the book, it feels a bit personal. It's like you are also telling a story.
Yes.
What story are you telling?
On Rock of Ages, firstly, let me say the reason I authored that book was simply because of seeing other people suffering. When I look at people and I see them suffering, and I realize that most of them, they don't have somebody to cry on or somebody to depend when it comes to their problems. Then I realized, well, I also have my own fair share of problems. So I need to put it down, like so that people can read and not listen. Because sometimes when you listen to a message, you tend to forget unless it's recorded and you have to replay. But when it's a book, you look at it, whenever you have challenges, you will just go and open that book and you read. So I can say personal stories were shared in that book. Anyway, that I somehow suffered depression to such a point whereby I will not have anybody to talk to. So writing a book was actually my therapy. When I'm writing, it feels like I'm talking to somebody who's assisting me. It's like I'm talking with my pen and paper. We are exchanging words.
Hip hop, eh?
Oh,
okay.
Yes. But that's how it is. When you write, you're talking with your pen and paper. It is.
No, okay. So you will say the book is therapeutic itself, right?
Yes.
But who is it for?
The book is for the young, the middle age, and the old. It's for everyone. Somebody said to me, your book is too spiritual. So what do you say about those people who don't believe in the word? I said, I wrote this book for everyone, not for Christians. I wrote it for everyone. If you say there's somebody who doesn't believe, I will sell them the book to read. And then only after reading, they will decide whether they want to comment on it or not. But the book is for everyone. It doesn't matter Christian, young, old, or
Let me ask you, and a very interesting, which is a very interesting also to me when I'm asking this question. Right? Now, what would you say it is the style of your writing?
The style? I don't have a style. I'm a novelist. I can write poems, write short stories, dramas. So I don't really have a style.
Are you a storyteller?
Hence I said I don't have a style. I can't say I'm a storyteller. I can't say I focus on novels, because I can write just about anything. Like these smaller articles that we write at the workplace, I write them. Like if we go to a place, reports, I write those things. So I don't really have a style.
Okay.
I'm a writer.
Do you read? I know I'm gonna discuss that offline.
Yeah, I know. I am a writer.
I'm a writer.
Do you read?
A lot. A lot.
What do you read?
I read novels, especially spiritual books, and those books political books I do read, yes, but I focus mainly on those books that teaches us how to actually grow spiritually and how to actually become better in life, especially when it comes to businesses. I do read such books.
Okay. Now, who inspires you?
The person who inspired me is no more.
So you have been inspired.
Yeah.
But you don't have anybody that is inspiring you right now as you speak.
Currently, I'm trying to be my own inspiration simply because I was depending on somebody until that person passed on, and that was my dad. Because my dad was just my friend. He will believe in anything that I do, and I will look at him doing things, and I will say, I want to be like that man. Although I'm a girl child, I want to be like him.
What is the one thing that you will always remember him of?
Giving to the needy. He was a giver, and he encouraged us to give. Like he will literally take our toys or something that belonged to us and give to a stranger. We didn't understand it then, but now that we are old, we actually see what he was trying to do. He was teaching us to give. So giving is the one thing that I will remember him with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, interestingly enough, I think giving is also caring, and they say caring is
Sharing. Well, sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
Yes.
Have you seen Vision's watch?
The watch.
Yes.
No.
Wow, I like it.
Thank you.
And sharing is caring.
Yes,
I would
yes.
love to own it.
Yes, sharing is caring. We'll make a timetable.
And I was not encouraging anything, right?
We'll make a timetable.
Timetable.
Yes, sharing, not keeping.
No, sharing is caring, so.
Yes, we're sharing.
Timetable.
Yes, timetable.
Right.
I keep it forever, and then when we can use it.
You keep it forever. No, we share.
We share. No problem. Make a timetable on which month, day.
From today, it's May until end of December. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Let's go back to the show. Right?
Yes, Mr. Stan is back now.
Yeah, let's go back to the show, right?
Yes.
There is, right?
Yes, sir.
There's a label. It's called ROA.
ROA.
Yeah. You see, I'm seeing it all over, like also in Thailand.
Yes.
Also in Uzbekistan.
Yes.
So and I don't know how many. You see, at first I thought, but this girl looks like she doesn't change clothes.
I mean, you saw ROA only.
Yeah. Do you change clothes?
I do.
You just have similar things.
I just have a brand.
She's a brand owner.
Yes.
So would you describe yourself as a businesswoman or as a business?
Let's say a businesswoman, an entrepreneur. Because if I say I'm a business, you'll be calling for a lot of things.
No, because you see, you are branding yourself, right?
Yes.
And for me, when you are branding yourself, it's always better to become a brand. And when you're a brand, then you are actually a business. And when you are a business, you actually don't have to undermine that within you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's good.
I would take that as a compliment. Yeah.
Mr. Stan does it.
I'm a business.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a brand and business.
You see, if you're talking to Vision, you can say, I am a business man. But you are not saying you are a businessman, you are a business
man.
Yes, exactly.
They even taught you a flow like that.
Yes, I'm a business.
So now there are these two questions that we have to ask. Two last questions, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Now, first, how do people get hold of the brand? Yes, Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages. To get hold of Rock of Ages, they must get hold of me because I'm the person who is in charge of everything. Yes, which means social media platforms and my numbers, they can also call me. On social media, we do have a page on Facebook, which is Rock of Ages. We also on Instagram, it's Rock of Ages. And then the personal account, unfortunately, is full, so they cannot actually. Yeah, it's
you know, so that's when you are on demand. Personal account is full.
Exactly.
It's a business.
It is full. So only the page, Rock of Ages, and then also on Instagram,
Rock of Ages.
Rock of Ages, yes.
Oh, okay. I saw you. Or in fact, let me put it like this. My son's name is Murawuzi, right?
Yes.
Now, I have seen her with someone, right?
Yes.
Who said that if you are a woman and you want to face the devil, you must be married at Murawuzi.
I wonder who is that person.
Now, last week she had a picture with that particular person.
Yes.
I was tempted to
say, oh, okay.
I wonder who is that person.
Okay,
Maybe you should tell me. A person who said, if you want to have an encounter with the devil.
You need to get married to that particular.
No.
Yes, exactly. No, but it was fun, fantastic, and nice to have you. we wish we could just have a show where
This
we
is based
are
on you.
based on you, and then we just I mean, talking about you the whole show. You become
Wow.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because you see, but due to time, and we thought we only gonna speak to you for 30 minutes.
Oh wow.
You know, but you're not gonna go now
Okay.
because you are a Gemini, right?
Oh my word.
Right now, me and Vision, we're gonna talk to you about it. What is she,
She's a Gemini.
right?
Gemini have two sides,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Good,
okay.
okay. And you have two sides,
Okay.
Commander and then Farei, right? One, they say Geminis are very talkative. You talk too damn much.
Yeah.
Two, you're someone not to mess with.
Oh my
At
word.
Yeah, and you know why people might not like you?
Why?
As Vision.
Why Vision?
Because you talk too much.
Oh my goodness.
This is
Why
Gemini.
not?
Yeah, Gemini,
This is Gemini.
you talk damn too much.
So that's what it says. We talk damn too much.
Too much,
Yes.
yeah.
I agree. Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
But you know what? man?
Can I ask, when you study, what do you do if when you're studying or reading a book? What else do you do on the side?
Maybe try to do something else on the phone or
Or yes, continue.
Yes,
She's getting there.
She's getting there.
or sometimes I will be cooking or
Yes.
just attending to somebody else or watching TV. Yeah.
So there has to be sound there.
Of course, there will be music.
Ah.
There will be music.
Yes.
There
You
we
see,
go.
you see, Gemini, okay, let me tell you, Gemini like to study while listening to music, talking, singing, and surfing the net.
You said you're using your phone. You said you'd be cooking or something. And I feel like you're those people who cook and sing at the same time.
Of course.
You see, it's in line. It's in line. You know, this is one of the first times the horoscope actually works with the personality.
You know, and people must not think that Vision was leading you into
No,
answering like
he
that.
wasn't. He
No,
wasn't.
thank you. You know, this is I like her. She's been defending this whole time.
Yeah. But you see, you know, if you want to see the person is very talkative and very interesting,
Yes.
you see when they open their eyes and they want to talk, you see something.
And she wants to say something.
No, I don't want to say anything.
But you just said something now, we got you. We know.
But anyway, thank you so much for coming to the show. You are very interesting, entertaining,
Yes.
and generally you are a nice person.
Thank you so much. I am a nice person. Thank you.
No.
So okay.
I was going to do the Mr. Stan question. Anything that you would like to say to the youth out there, or a person who would love to do what you are doing?
Okay. Simply, the first thing, they cannot become me, but they need to be themselves. And they need to tell themselves that even the sky is not the limit. There is no limit when you want to do something. If there's something in your mind, go for it. The fact that you thought about it, it means that you can do it. So I will encourage them not to give up on anything that they start. The secret is in starting. Once you have something in your mind, you need to start. That is the secret. You basically need to start. If you don't start, then you're not going anywhere. They need to believe in themselves.
Wow, that's good. We were taking notes, right? Okay. And I'm sure what we're gonna do is that we're going to post this on the YouTube channel, and then we are gonna write all those details that you have given us, so that when people are looking for you, they can be able to find you and get hold of Farei, right?
And
Yes,
Rock
Farei.
of Ages.
And
ROE.
And
yes.
yeah, ROA, Rock of Ages. Yeah.
Not Captain. On Facebook they won't find Captain. They will find ROA.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Commander and Captain.
So let me. The last thing that we normally say to our guests, right? We say is second to none. What does it mean to be second to none? It means that we make ordinary
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
So you have just been made second to none and extraordinary. ordinary. So when you live here, you are no longer as ordinary. You have become extraordinary.
Wow, thank you.
So you have been second to none.
I'm second to none.
Yes.
Wow, thank you so much.